Most car owners think a locked door and an alarm are enough. And honestly, that used to work. But today's thieves don't need a crowbar. They use technology to get in fast, quiet, and without a trace. The good news? Your car might already have the tools to stop them. In this video, I'm breaking down 10 hidden security features that can make your car seriously hard to steal. Starting at number 10 is the automatic engine immobilizer. This is one of the best anti-theft features in modern cars, and a lot of owners do not even realize they have it. Every time you insert your key or press the start button, this system is working in the background. You do not see it, you do not hear it. But if someone tries to start the car without the proper key or authorization, it can shut the whole theft down before it even starts. Here's how it works. Inside your key or key fob is a small transponder chip with a unique code. When you try to start the vehicle, the car checks for that code right away. If it matches, the engine starts normally. If it does not, the system can block critical functions like ignition or fuel delivery, which means the thief may get power, but they are not going anywhere. That is what makes this feature so valuable. A thief might get into the car, they might even damage the ignition or try to use the wrong key, but without the correct signal, the car may still refuse to run. And that creates a huge problem for anyone trying to steal it quickly. Most car thieves do not want a challenge. They want the fastest, easiest target they can find. The moment your car adds delay, confusion, or another layer of protection, the risk goes up for them. If your car already has an engine immobilizer, that is a major advantage. If it does not, then it makes sense to build your own layered setup with things like an aftermarket immobilizer, a kill switch, a steering wheel lock, or OBD port protection. Next at number 9 is pin to drive. This one sounds simple, but it can be incredibly effective. It is basically an extra code that has to be entered before the vehicle can be driven. That may not sound like a big deal at first, but for a thief, it can completely ruin the plan. Even if someone gets inside the car, unlocks it, or somehow gets around one layer of access, they still may not be able to drive away without that pin. And that matters because most thefts happen fast. The thief wants to get in, start the vehicle, and disappear in seconds. A pin forces them to stop, think, and deal with one more obstacle right when they are trying to move fast. That extra delay can make all the difference. The longer they sit there struggling, the more likely they are to get spotted, caught on camera, or give up and move on. That is why a feature this simple can be so powerful in the real world. On vehicles that support it, pin to drive is one of the easiest security features to turn on and one of the smartest to use every day. At number 8 is a feature you may hear called double locking, dead locking, or super locking depending on the brand. A lot of drivers have never heard of it, but on some vehicles, it adds an extra layer of protection after the car is locked. When this feature is active, the doors are not just locked from the outside. On supported cars, the inside door handles may also be disabled or mechanically disconnected, which means the doors cannot be opened from inside the normal way. That can make a break-in a lot harder to turn into a quick theft. For example, if someone breaks a window and reaches into the cabin, being able to open the door from the inside can speed things up. A deadlocking system can get in the way of that and make the process slower and riskier. Now, this part is important. Not every car has this feature, and it does not work the same way on every vehicle. On some cars, it turns on automatically when you lock the doors. On others, it may require a second press of the lock button. And on many vehicles, it is not included at all. So this is not something you want to assume. It is something you want to check in your owner's manual. If your car has it, it can be a useful extra layer of protection. Just keep in mind that some manufacturers warn against using it if a person is left inside, since normal exit may be limited. At number 7 is the steering lock. This is one of those features most drivers never think about because it is just part of the car's normal behavior, but it still matters. On many vehicles, once the car is turned off, the steering system locks or resists movement until the right key or electronic authorization is detected. In older cars, this was usually mechanical. In many newer vehicles, it is electronic. Either way, the purpose is the same. Make the car harder to control without the proper key or fob. That does not mean it makes theft impossible, but it does mean the thief has one more problem to deal with. And once again, that extra friction matters. The harder the vehicle is to steer, start, and move, the less appealing it becomes as a target. Also, not every car uses the same steering lock design, so the exact setup can vary by make, model, and year. But when you combine a steering lock with an immobilizer, you are no longer relying on just one line of defense. And that is really the point of all of this. The best protection usually does not come from one feature. It comes from stacking layers that slow a thief down, make more noise, create more risk, and give them more reasons to walk away. At number 6 is interior motion sensing. This is one of those features that stays quiet until the wrong person gets inside the cabin. On vehicles that have it, it is usually part of the factory alarm system and is designed to detect movement inside the car after it has been locked. If someone breaks a window, reaches inside, or climbs into the vehicle, the system can trigger the alarm. That matters because a lot of thieves count on speed and silence. They do not want attention. They do not want lights flashing, a siren going off, or people turning their heads to see what is happening. The second the alarm starts, the whole situation changes. Now the thief is exposed. And that is exactly why this feature is useful. It does not just react to a door being opened, it can also react to movement inside the vehicle itself, which gives you another layer of protection beyond just locking the doors. Some systems use ultrasonic sensors, others use different types of cabin monitoring. And on some vehicles, you can temporarily turn it off, which can be useful in certain situations, like if a pet is left inside for a short time. But the main point is simple. If your car has interior monitoring, it makes breaking into the cabin a lot riskier. At number 5 is GPS tracking and stolen vehicle recovery. This can make a huge difference if your car is ever actually taken. A lot of newer vehicles now come with connected services that use built-in GPS and cellular data to help locate the car. Depending on the brand, you may be able to see the vehicle's location in the official app, check where it was last parked, or in some cases get help from a stolen vehicle recovery service after filing a police report. And this is something thieves really do not like. The moment a stolen car can report its location, it becomes much harder to hide, move, or strip without getting caught. The vehicle is no longer completely disconnected from the owner. It is still leaving a trail. That does not mean the system is perfect. On some cars, you may only see the last known location or last parked location, not a live moving map. Some features also depend on an active subscription, built-in hardware, and a working cellular signal, so it is important not to oversell it. But even with those limits, tracking features can still be a major advantage. A car that can be found is a much riskier target than one that disappears cleanly. At number 4 is the panic alarm button. A lot of people barely think about this button on their key fob, but in the right moment, it can be one of the fastest ways to disrupt a theft. The idea is simple. If you see suspicious activity near your car, you hit the panic button. The horn starts blasting, the lights begin flashing, and suddenly the thief is no longer operating quietly. And that is the whole point. Most thieves want as little attention as possible. They are looking for a quick, low-risk opportunity. The second your vehicle starts making noise and lighting up, that low-risk moment disappears. Now people are looking. Cameras are more likely to catch movement, and the thief has to decide whether it is worth staying there with all that attention pointed at them. A lot of the time, it is not. That is what makes the panic button so underrated. It is not fancy, and it is not high-tech, but it gives you a way to create instant pressure from a distance. You may not even need to be standing right next to the car. If you are nearby, across a parking lot, or looking out from a building window, you may still be able to trigger the alarm and make the situation a whole lot more uncomfortable for anyone. At number 3 is the Connected Vehicle app. One of the most useful anti-theft tools in newer cars is not in the dashboard at all. It is on your phone. Once your car is linked to the official app, you can often do a lot more than people realize. Depending on the vehicle, you may be able to check its location, see where it was last parked, lock or unlock the doors remotely, and in some cases, access extra security features tied to connected services. That changes the game because you are no longer completely in the dark if something happens to your car. If the vehicle gets moved without your permission, you may be able to pull up the app and get useful information right away instead of just guessing where it went. And on some supported systems, there may also be stolen vehicle assistance or remote security tools that make the car harder to use after it is shut off. The exact features vary a lot by brand, model, and subscription, so this is not the same on every vehicle. But the bigger idea is what matters. A connected car is harder to separate from its owner. And when a thief knows the vehicle may still be trackable, lockable, or tied to remote services, that makes it a less attractive target. At number 2 is the perimeter alarm system. A lot of drivers think of a car alarm as something that only matters after a full break-in. But on many vehicles, the perimeter alarm is already watching key entry points the moment the car is locked. That can include the doors, the hood, the trunk, or the liftgate. So if someone tries to get in through one of those protected areas without proper access, the vehicle can trigger the horn, flash the lights, and immediately draw attention. That is why perimeter alarms matter so much. A thief does not have to steal the whole car for this system to do its job. The second they try to open the wrong entry point, the vehicle can make the situation loud, public, and risky. And once again, that is what most thieves are trying to avoid. The quieter and faster the job, the better for them. A perimeter alarm works by destroying that advantage right away. At number 1 is rolling code key fob security. This is probably one of the most overlooked anti-theft features in modern cars because most drivers use it every day without even thinking about it. Every time you press the button on your key fob, your car is not supposed to be receiving the exact same fixed signal over and over. In many systems, the code changes each time the fob is used. That is what people mean by a rolling code. And that matters for one big reason. It helps protect against simple replay attacks. Without that kind of protection, a thief could potentially capture the signal from your key fob and try to use that exact same signal later to unlock the vehicle. But with a rolling code system, the code keeps changing, so a previously captured signal is much less useful. That does not mean keyless systems are impossible to attack. They are not. But rolling code security still adds an important layer of protection and makes older, simpler signal copy methods much less effective. And that is why this feature deserves the top spot. None of these features alone makes a car impossible to steal. But when you stack multiple layers together, you make the process slower, louder, riskier, and far less appealing to the average thief. And in a lot of cases, that is exactly what stops the theft from happening in the first place. So if you have never checked what security features your car already has, now is a good time to do it. Look through your owner's manual, check your settings, and see which protections are already built in. And if you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Also drop a comment and let me know which feature your car has or which one surprised you the most.